So my name is Sister Maria Yelitza. I am a Dominican sister of Our Lady of the Rosary of Fatima from Puerto Rico, and I am working here at the parish in St. Martin in family ministry. Right now I'm helping with baptism classes, preparation, also visiting some groups in the Hispanic community, English, and also French. My decision to become a religious sister was not something that happened one day to the other. It took me years to discern and to discover what God was asking from me. And I was already serving God in church. I was studying at college. I can say that I had everything I wanted, but still I have this emptiness, like something was missing. And I began to realize that God was calling me to do something else. I was serving Him at the church in youth ministry, Eucharistic ministry, and the Daughters of Mary, many things. But still, I wanted to do more. And it was like that reading in the Bible that said that you cannot lit a candle and put it under the bed, under the table. It was something burning inside, and that you have to put it that everybody can see and to share it with everyone. So that's how I realized that God was asking for me something else. So I began to discern what was it, and I began visiting the sisters and going to retreats, and that's how I became a sister, because God told me, in discernment and with interviews with the priests and religious sisters, that my vocation was to be lived in community. He was calling me to serve Him, but not in solitude, but in community. And I knew the sisters and their work with the families. And for me, my family is a blessing. It's the biggest blessing I have in my life. And so I felt God was calling me to serve the families, to preach to the families. So the Dominican Sisters of Fatima work with families. So I felt that God was calling me to live with the sisters, their charism, their life. So I joined them to see if that was the will of God. And I've been here since then. And so that's a little bit how it happened. So when I entered in the congregation, I had 1 year of as a postulant in Puerto Rico, and then I was sent to Dominican Republic to finish my postulant year, and then I began there my year of novitiate, and I studied over there too. And after that, I went 1 year of mission as a novice in Connecticut and in Texas. And after that, I made my first vows in 2015. Then as a junior sister, I was sent to Texas to serve the families. And in 2021, that's when I did my perpetual vows. So it's been just a few years that I made my final vows. Well, I'm not really trilingual because I don't speak French that well. But in Puerto Rico, we speak Spanish. That's our language. So Spanish is my mother language. But we study English at school. So we try to learn. We don't use English in everyday life, but we try to learn the language and use the language the most time we can in school. So that's how I learned. I really have good teachers. They're very good. And so when I entered the congregation and went to different missions in Hartford, Texas, so I have to practice more English. So that's how I am, talk a little bit more in English. And in French, when I was in college, I wanted to learn French because my mom is descended from French. So, but we don't speak French at all. But that's why I wanted to connect with my, my roots. So that's why I took classes at college. So I try to, say some words in French. So I hope to learn more in order to share more with the people here. So, and I really like it. Being assigned to St. Martin Catholic Church is a challenge because I've been here for 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a huge community. I mean, it's so beautiful to see how many people come to Mass and how many groups and ministries this church has that I really want to know everybody. And it's a blessing also to be called to serve in a place where so many people, so many cultures, and so many ways of serving God. It's a blessing to have a place that you can fulfill your vocation. It doesn't matter if you're a religious sister, a priest, a lay people. Everyone can serve God somewhere in this church. If you're calling to be St. Vincent de Paul, if you're calling to be Legion de Maria, if you're calling to sing in a choir, to serve as a technician, everything, this church has many ways to serve God. So it is a challenge to be here, but also a blessing. The thing that I like the most in St. Martin Catholic Church is the people. Many people so kind and gentle and welcoming. Everybody, hola hermana, hello sister, welcome, bonjour. Everyone's so happy to see you and very welcoming hearts. So I've been very happy since I came here because everyone's so kind, so happy. An advice that I could give to someone who haven't found their calling, I think first of all I would suggest to stop and the silence because we have a lot of noises outside and inside. So we do have many voices and noises, and we are always running, doing something. So it is good for us to stop and in silence ask ourselves, how do I feel? Am I feeling that I'm doing God's will? And after asking myself, I could listen to my inner voice and to God's voice. And I think after we stop and do silence, we need to talk to someone that can help you. I mean, the priest, the religious sister, the catechist, the teacher, the Eucharistic minister, someone that really can help you to discern. And after talking about it, we need to pray, to pray for God's, voice to come and tell you where is this calling is going to fulfill. And after that, give thanks. Give thanks because God is always calling. God is always taking the initiative. And He wants us to be happy. He wants us to be fulfilled and satisfied with our vocation. So when you feel that you are happy and you are, more than happy, joyful of what you're doing, that's then that you're doing God's will, I think. I would like to say to the people of St. Martin Catholic Church, thank you. Thank you for your welcoming. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for your love of God. Thank you for coming to church and making community, living the community and celebrating the faith all together.